Hello, morning everyone. Welcome back to Amy's Trading Journals. Today is Thursday, 1st December 2020. Thursday is the last day of this year, and tomorrow it will be a brand new new year, right? Okay, so here wish you a fruitful 2021 in advance. And today, actually, I have announcement to make because it's a new year, right? So new year, new plan. So next year, my plan also might change a bit. So for this Amy's Trading Journal for 2021, I will make slight change. So I will narrow down the frequency. So beginning from next week, I only give live broadcast Wednesday and Friday. Okay, Wednesday and Friday 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Okay, this is some change to make for the new year, and yes, I have made some changes. And how about you? For your new year investment, have you made any plan? What are you going to do to make sure you have a better 2021 and have greater yields in the stock market? Okay, so maybe joining Homilychart member begin your learning journey is one good choice, right? Okay, so about the market weather today, so it remains a cool day today, and second part, I'd like to share with you the market outlook for 2021 because after all, it's the end of this year. We want to make a summary, and also we want to look into the future. We want to do this market outlook, right? Okay, and then thirdly, so recently I have talked about Pinduoduo and Credit Bureau, and these two stocks continue soaring. And apart from these two, Sarine Tech and Homilychart Asia also remain quite stable. Okay, and the last part will be still about individual stock diagnosis. So if you still have stocks to diagnose later, you need to WhatsApp me the ticker or name of your stock. So this is my WhatsApp number 659231237. Okay, so about the market last night, right? So for US market last night, it just inched up a bit for the three indexes. So the day before yesterday, the market dropped, and last night the market managed to close higher than the close price the day before yesterday, right? So just up a bit, and the price is still stable there. And we say as long as the price remain above the small sideways platform here, we say we're quite safe, right? So hope next year we will have very good beginning in the stock market. Hope tomorrow is New Year. I don't know. I didn't check whether or not we have trading tomorrow. If tomorrow no trading, maybe then 2nd January, then when market opens. So let's see whether or not the market would give us a bullish run for the first trading day next year. Okay, so as long as the sideways platform here remain and the price remain above the platform, should be okay, right? So this is for Nasdaq, and then for S&P 500. Also, we have this gap to check, and also as long as the gap can remain, it will be still quite safe for US market. And then for S&P 500, right? And then for Dow Jones, also we have this gap, and now the price still remain above the gap. So currently seems okay. This is for US. And for Singapore market today, I saw that it dropped a bit, right? Today it dropped a bit, but not much. When I was checking, our STI, it dropped around 0.5%, and now it dropped by 0.46%. The current value is 2,856 FSSDI. 2,856 is 56 is yes roughly around here the open price yesterday. So today the price around the open price yesterday until now, right? And we see the Tai Chi signal here. Seems like the price yesterday it break up the Tai Chi signal. Let me give you the Tai Chi again. Yes, the Tai Chi is here, but now until now we still have the price remain below, right? So let's see in near future whether or not the price can finally successfully break up the top of the Tai Chi. In that case, the upward momentum would continue in future, right? Okay, so this is for STI. Then for Hang Seng Index, Hang Seng Index it rebounded a bit today. Yesterday, there's a very forceful rally. We have the price already break up the yellow Tai Chi signal here, and today the price, the current value is 27,256 points, up by 0.40%, and still remain above the high price of the previous yellow Tai Chi signal. So if the level can hold here, the high of the previous yellow Tai Chi around 26,960 points, then means the upward momentum is still quite strong for Hang Seng Index. Although we mentioned that for Hang Seng Index, the resistance above, we have a lot of strong resistance above, right? And if we check maybe a smaller picture, yes, we have resistance. Currently, the price already break up, right? This one, and above we have resistance here, here, and also some sort of resistance here. This is if we check a smaller picture. If we check the bigger picture, so you see resistance, and resistance. So, but in near future, as long as the price remain above the yellow Tai Chi, the upward momentum, at least for short term, can continue, maybe to touch this significant resistance around 28,340 points. Okay, so that's for Hang Seng Index. For QCI today it dropped a bit, is it? Let me check. The current value for KOCI, yes, KOCI it dropped by 9 points until now. The current value is 1,635 points. For KOCI, yes, we also have mentioned the resistance level here. The strongest resistance around 1,690. Okay, 1,690. We are waiting for the price to finally break up the resistance level here, and yes, the current value is just a drop a bit, right? So if let me remove the chip distribution first to check the short-term performance. Now the price still sideways there, right? Sideways there, and we see that below we have the long blue chip around 1,610 points as very strong support, right? Currently around this level here, we already have some sort of support, and the price still remain above this level. If it can hold, means the upward momentum still is there, and in future might try to challenge the resistance around 1,690 again. Okay, so this is for KOCI, and this is we check the daily performance for the market, right? Now how about the big picture for next year? If we want to let's say have a outlook for the market performance the whole year 2021. So how to do the analysis? Let me share with you, yes, my point of view. If you want to see the big picture, we need to check the monthly chart, right? Okay, so this is the monthly chart for Nasdaq, and we have this super long term uptrend channel here. Okay, this is, and then you see that most of the times the price remain fluctuate within the channel, right? Of course, sometimes we have the price break up the uptrend channel line here. For example, what happened back in 1995 is the price break up the uptrend channel here and then give us a crazy bull until 2000. We have the .com bubble burst, then very big correction, right? Very big crash. So we always say that based on Dow theory, history tend to repeat itself, right? So what happened in the past may happen again in future. So if we check, this moment is 2017, and the price actually successfully break up the uptrend channel again, and ever since 2017 until now, right? So the price remain above the uptrend channel line. Although we have some very big events that have big influence on the stock market. For example, this correction here lasting for 1, 2, 3, 4 months. Big correction, relatively speaking, is a big correction here. That is when the U.S. and China relationship become very tense, and the trade war between China and U.S. escalated again and again, and we also have the arrest of the Huawei CFO Meng Wanzhou, right? So also in 2018, this is 2018. I remember that's around November, right? So yes, that is when the market dropped quite sharply. Okay, but still, the market managed to remain, the price managed to remain above the uptrend channel line, get support. And here again, this forceful correction here caused by the coronavirus. This is this year, all right? This year, February, March, that 1 month big crash. But also the price managed to stop dropping further at the uptrend channel line, and then ever since March this year, it continues soaring for Nasdaq, right? Okay, so if we say history repeat itself, and 2017, when the price break up the uptrend channel line and continue going up, give us a very crazy bull market, right? Just like what happened in 1995. So if we check the history now, it seems like we are in the middle of this bull run here, right? So we're in the middle of the bull run here, and next year, higher probability we still would have the market quite strong, especially when we have now currently the vaccine rollout, right, already began, and more people would be vaccinated very soon next year, the half of the next year. And also previously, Powell also mentioned the second half for next year, the economy would recover, and we would see the effect let's say prominently. The profit, let's say the effect would be quite prominently the second half of next year, the recovered economy. Okay, so means next year we have a very high probability that the market still can remain quite bullish the year. I'm not saying that every day the market would go up, right? Just the general direction for next year, no doubt should be upward. So means if we plan in the proper way at the end of this year and also the beginning of next year, and we can have a very fruitful let's say a year next year for stock investment. your yield next year can be quite gigantic. Maybe not just 100% of profit, maybe 200% or 300%. That's possible as long as you have the proper method. Because for this year, I wasn't much. A lot of Homely members, they have managed to secure quite handsome profits because the market quite bullish and we have proper methods, right? Okay. So this is for Nasdaq, and I also mentioned previously Nasdaq, the performance is very representative of the stock market performance, because most of the stocks belong to Nasdaq. They are the high-tech companies, and high technology will always be our future, the topic of the stock market in the future, right? So Nasdaq, we check the performance of Nasdaq, then we will know what would happen next year for the world economy, for the world, the world's, let's say, development next year, right? Okay, so that's for Nasdaq. And then for S&P 500, you will see roughly the similar chart, because we see indexes of the same market, they always verify each other. And if we see this chart, also we have the price used to break up the uptrend channel line in 1995, and also we have the crash begin from 2000, right? And what we see is now the price just a bit above the uptrend channel line, so that's a good sign. Maybe in future the rally it continue, give us another bull run like what happened between 1995 and 2000, right? Okay, and then for Dow Jones here, we also have the price now break up the uptrend channel here, so also looks promising, right? The current performance also looks promising. So we actually have a happy ending for the stock market this year. All right, it's a happy ending for the stock market. Okay, so this is the market outlook for next year. If the U.S. market remain quite bullish, then no doubt for the other markets, Southeast Asian markets like Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, they cannot be too bad, right? Unless there would be some very bad news or some very serious events happen in that country, or else I think generally speaking next year the stock market would remain bullish next year. That's a good thing. Okay, right, yes, okay, this is the market outlook for 2021. Hope you have a fruitful new year. Okay, next year your profit in the market can be quite big. Okay, best wishes for you. And then this is for the market outlook. And then next part, let's check the individual stocks. So for the individual stocks, we have Pinduoduo last night continue soaring, right? So it has remained quite strong last night, right? So the price already hit a new high. Yes, so we mentioned it 24th December, then the following day it dropped, and then yes, 29th, a big rally, more than 15%, and last night continued soaring by how much? Roughly 7%. Okay, roughly 7%. And if you check, not only Pinduoduo, but also the other e-commerce companies, Chinese e-commerce companies listed in US, right? So they all went up, but not as beautiful as Pinduoduo, right? If you check Alibaba, so Alibaba, I have talked about it, yes, on the same day, 24th December. When I talk about Pinduoduo, I also talked about Alibaba. I mentioned that for Alibaba, it's quite risky to do the bottom catch, but that we have some sort of support at the current price value, right? You still at the current price level. You remember I said that, right? And then yes, we have the rebound here, but it's not easy to deal with Alibaba. You see, last night, Pinduoduo, it's a robust 7% rally, but for this one, why a gap up open, high, gap up open, open high, but close low? That's because we have touched, the price has touched the strong resistance around the white line of Homilychart. So if you make a comparison between the chart for Baba and for Pinduoduo, no doubt we would choose Pinduoduo, right? No doubt about that. So this is for Baba, and then for let's say JD.com. JD.com last night also went up, but you see, it went up. The rally is not as forceful as Pinduoduo. It's 3.9% rally, and the day before yesterday, that's a 5%. So in today's JD.com, the rally is roughly around 8 or 9%, but for Pinduoduo, until now, it's already roughly around 20% more. You see the difference, right? So that's why I always told you the candlestick chart or the technical analysis chart, it always has the final say. If the chart is beautiful one, then it will have a higher probability to give you a bigger profit. So how do we judge whether or not it's a beautiful chart? So we have a multicolored dragon to check. We have let's say the technical analysis knowledge to check. For example, for this one, JD.com, yesterday actually, when I was doing the filtering together with a new member, we were learning filtering yesterday, and we have picked this JD.com. Yes, but still I feel that compared with Pinduoduo, this chart is not as beautiful as Pinduoduo. Why? Because yes, previously we have this long bearish candle here, right? This long bearish candle here would be quite a strong resistance for short term. So if the price a rebound to touch the half of this candle here, it will be a resistance. Yes, yesterday we see the price a break up the half level, right? But it's not yet confirmed. What if tonight the price a drop below the half level again? So because we have a more certainty or bigger uncertainty here, more or bigger uncertainty here for JD.com, but for Pinduoduo, that chart pattern was quite beautiful when I talked about it back on 24th December, right? So you see, for that one, we have a less uncertainty, means we have a more certainty. Of course, we would choose the one give us more certainty and less uncertainty. Actually, that is the essence of technical analysis. So the purpose of all the technical analysis is to help us decrease the uncertainty and increase the certainty. Okay, so that's about Pinduoduo and the other two e-commerce companies, the Chinese e-commerce companies listed in US. Okay, so apart from Pinduoduo, also recently we have talked about TCU, right? So this credit bureau. When I talk about it, I think it should be 24th or 28th, right? After that, we see the price remains stably above the half level of this long bullish candle. Yesterday, it sold up, and today, when I was checking, it continues soaring up. TCU, right? Yes, until now, oh my God, it's 11% of soaring. And today also one of the Homely member sent me some link I clicked the link and I realized it's some news about TCU. The news goes like this company is running some business in Myanmar. If I remember correctly, it should be roughly about that. The company is running some new business in Myanmar. Of course, it's about financial service, right? The financial service, and maybe it is because the price so strong today because influenced or stimulated by the news, right? But if you want to chase after it when we have the news, it's already late. It's very high already. If you chase after it, your cost will be high. If your cost is higher than others, then you will be more dangerous. You will have to take bigger risks than others. So we don't. That's why we always say better not to chase after the news and chase after the rally. So even if we don't know about this news, we check the chart pattern here. We already know it's a beautiful chart back on 28th December. So you just follow it. You will be able to buy in time earlier rather than chase after this big 11% of rally here. Okay, so that's the point. So several days ago, why I mentioned this one? Because I realized this one, the chart is beautiful, and the company's business is promising. The business is good. It's very good business. Great potentiality in future. That's why I mentioned it back several days ago, right? Okay, so if you have missed it, never mind. In future, next year, we will have more opportunities to catch. But the precondition would be you should be able to have your own effective trading system. If you still haven't yet built up your own effective trading system, okay, Homely can help you. That is what we do, Homely, as a training school. We train you into professional investors, independent investors who can make profit all by yourself in the market. Okay, so this is for TCU. And then recently I also talked about Sarine Tech, right? Sarine Tech is just remain sideways there. It's still stable. If you have bought previously, just can keep holding. Okay, this is for Sarine Tech. And then what is the other one? Yes, recently I also talked yesterday I talked about Homilychart Asia, right? So Homilychart Asia today also quite stably upward, just remains stably upward. So yes, that's about the stocks I have mentioned recently for the Singapore market. And that's all for today's sharing. Let me check whether or not you have stocks to diagnose today. Anyone sent me stock to diagnose today? All right, so today no one sent me stock to diagnose, so I guess I will call it a day today. But in the end, today is the last chance for you to attend the open for public seminar held by our Homely company for this year. So next year, that's a brand new beginning I mentioned. So I hope you can get prepared in advance. And tonight, the topic will be about make stable profit in stock trading 2021. Oh, sorry. It's wrong. It's a best U.S. stock selection strategy for 2021. This is for tonight, okay? 7 to 9 p.m. So if you still want to attend this seminar, you need to register by WhatsApp me. So my WhatsApp number here, repeat again, that's 6592312307. Okay, so I guess that's all for today. And again, wish you a fruitful 2021 in the stock market. And I guess I will see you next Wednesday. Okay, bye-bye.